Tony, great to be here in Hong Kong for a massive week of racing. Tell me, when did Hong Kong come on the radar for Antino?
Yeah, it's a good question. Much earlier in the year, we've been thinking about this for some time. Obviously, when Golden 60 retired, it opened that mile up, and what was a bit of a dream at the start, and we were talking about it, it didn't really become reality for me until we got his form up to where I needed it to be in the spring. Once he had that consistent Group 1 weight for age form around him, I thought, well, you know, the dream that we spoke about can sort of become reality.
Obviously, Antino is a New Zealand bred. Give us a little bit about the backstory and how you came upon him.
He's quite a unique story. Bought by a Hong Kong local. I believe he purchased him online at the Ready to Run sales. Sent him back to Australia. Another trainer had him there for his first start, and he went for a spell, and I got a call to take him over, and the rest is history. We've had him ever since, and you know, I guess born in New Zealand, raced by a guy from Hong Kong and G2, and then trained at a Queensland Australia to make his way back here. He's done a full circle, isn't he? Really, it's a hell of a feat, and really happy for his owner and his connections to really enjoy what is their local big day.
Talk to me about New Zealand breds. What do you love about them?
Oh, they're tough. They're very tough. You know, they love their racing, love their work, and I think a lot of them, if you look after them when they're a bit younger and they can furnish into older horses, you can see what you see with Antino. Like he's 6 now, you know, rising 7, and he's in his career peak racing. And you guys see a lot of Kiwi-breds over here in Hong Kong, and they all do the same thing, don't they? They sort of look after them early, they'll train on for you. That's what we've done with him, that's what he's doing with us.
Talk to me about the preparation and how happy you've been with how things have progressed.
Yeah, well, it's gone perfect. I wanted quite a busy time going into the Toorak. I wanted to do the 2-week sort of routine, and then I was really keen off that to go 4 weeks to Flemington. And I thought if I could get him at Flemington in as good a shape or close to Toorak Day, I could do probably the same thing coming here. And that's what we've tried to emulate. I think if we see him parade on Sunday, he'll hopefully look just as good as what I've seen him at Flemington. To me, he looks fantastic at the moment.
What's he like to travel, and how has he settled in? What's the hospitality been like?
Hospitality's great. They can't do enough for you. It's terrific. Everything's laid on for you. You don't go without a thing. So they're well prepared for us, and there's a lot of help down there for us travelling. Himself, he's quite a good traveller. He's a bit of a spooky horse. You might see that when you watch his gallop. He whips around, shies a touch when he sees things, but that's very common for him to be looking around at stuff. So with each day, he's gotten better and better. He was a lot better out on the grass this morning, particularly around the back, than what we saw of him on Saturday when he first had his first look around Sha Tin. So he's really been terrific. He's quite a good eater. He's a very good looking horse, and for me, most importantly, all of his work was done basically back home in Australia. It was just about getting him here, settling him in, keeping him happy.
Tell me about the race and how you see things unfolding, and tactically where you'd like to be.
Well, that's a very good question. I don't know the overseas form as well as probably what yourself does, but where he settles in the run is always dependent on how he gets out the barriers. He can just meander out the gates a little bit and put himself in an awkward spot. When he does that, you just got to get him travelling and bide your time, and like Blake did in the Toorak, make your run when you're ready. If they go quick enough, you just wait longer. So it all depends on how he breaks. If we were to draw mid to low and he was to break well, he could be closer. We've seen him sat second behind Pride and Jenny in the Mackay Diva. So it's all up to him and how he steps away.
What would a Hong Kong mile mean to Tony Gollan's resume?
Yeah, it's just a very good question. It'd be right. It'd be probably a career highlight, I'd say. Like I said before, I didn't understand the enormity of this week until I've been here and been a part of it. I know what Melbourne Cup Week is like. It's very big, and Sydney in the championships, and obviously the Everest Carnival, things like that, and our own winter carnival in Brisbane. But this is something else. When you're down in the quarantine village down there with all the other internationals, it really is a huge week, and it's a world-class event.